You can't f with us, man. Quit playing, man. I looked at you like a little brother, and then I ain't really that mad at you because you just a little easily influenced. Like I'm really mad at that Floyd because he got you doing this.
Of him.
Oh, okay.
But in a real fight time with 8-ounce gloves on, bye.
The thing about Tank is just assuming he's going to be able to step up and fight an A-level guy. He's never even fought a B-level guy. He's never even unified. Like, not only is he fighting these low-level guys.
Among the aftermath of Gervonta Tank Davis's most recent bout against Lamont Roach, there has been some debate among the boxing community. Adrien Broner expressed his thoughts on the situation, claiming that the bout was fixed and that Roach was wrongfully denied a deserved victory. Floyd Mayweather has also spoken up, exposing the facts behind the dispute.
If this kid said he'd been training every day, for years, every day in boxing, I'm somewhere in Aruba, in the Bahamas, in Dubai, I'm traveling the world on my jet, making millions.
Gervonta Davis rose from Baltimore's tough communities to become one of boxing's most exciting stars, recognized for his knockout power and charm. Davis rose fast through the rankings, winning many world titles in various weight classes. His involvement with Floyd Mayweather's promotional business increased his visibility, placing him as a possible heir to Mayweather's legend. However, as Davis's career advanced, conflicts began to arise. Broner felt ignored as Davis pushed closer to Mayweather's camp. Broner stated his sentiments regarding Davis quitting Mayweather Promotions.
Now that he is doing his own thing, I hope the best for him, and I hope he is big as the world. I don't care, I just want to do good.
He keeps alluding that there was something wrong there, that he wasn't happy with the support that he was getting. Is there something there from what he's saying, from what your relationship with him?
That's not really for me to come out and talk about. I'll wait until he's comfortable with saying and letting people know his business. But now that he's on his own, I hope Lord.
Saying, "I don't care." This comment indicated latent tensions between the two boxers. Interview Adrien Broner and Gervonta Davis previously had a friendship that extended beyond the boxing arena. Broner, a former multi-division world champion, took Davis under his wing and mentored him through his early career. Their friendship was clear as Broner frequently referred to Davis as his kid. Brother Broner has spoken up about the conflict between him and Davis. He reflected on a period when they were inseparable, but admitted that their connection had become tense. Broner feels Davis felt let down by him, which contributed to their current discomfort.
Like right now, me and Tank, it's weird because he loved me to death. He know I love him to death, but we don't talk every day how we used to. Nigga, it used to be a time where you ain't see me without Tank, or you ain't see Tank without me. But what happened was, I think what happened was, he just like, damn, bro, I feel like he look up to me so much, it's like I let him down because he's somebody that really know like what I can do and how good I am. And it's like he feel like, man, you tripping. You know what I mean?
What I mean? Acknowledged that he lacked the means to adequately support Davis's rising career. Recognizing this, he introduced Davis to Mayweather, believing it was in Davis's best interests. Broner explained, "I didn't have everything. That's why I gave Tank to Floyd."
I brought him to the gym with an AB shirt on, but I didn't have everything right yet. I didn't. Everything wasn't moving yet. I was a little slow on my feet, so I gave him the floor. And every time we bring it up, Floyd like, "Thank you, AB. You gave me a good one."
Does that feel like a win for About Billions Promotions as well?
Of course, because at the end of the day, I don't care who promotes Gervonta Davis. I'm still going to support him. Same way. He's a little brother to me.
Tank been around us since he was like 17, 16. Adrien was already famous on TV and everything. He wrote him on the internet. Twin didn't even know him. Blew him out.
Davis earned considerable success while under Mayweather's coaching. Yet their partnership was not without its obstacles. According to reports, Mayweather was vociferous about Davis's performance during fights, sometimes openly criticizing him. This dynamic influenced Davis's decision to leave Mayweather Promotions in search of professional freedom.
My hat off to him. I'm proud of him. Saturday night we had a game plan, and you know, a lot of times when he says certain things on social media, I say, he's to me, he's still a kid. And when I was that age, I probably would have did the same thing. I didn't have a Floyd Mayweather to stand behind me and tell me, about what's right and what's wrong. He got the job done, but my hat off to Ryan Garcia, tough competitor, tough fighter, and the best man won.
The most recent battle between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach concluded in a contentious majority tie. A critical moment happened in the 9th round when Davis took a knee in response to Roach's jab. Typically, such a move is considered a knockdown, but the referee did not penalize Davis, allowing the bout to continue
No way. You don't know that. I don't know that. We've never seen him fight a B-level fighter. Mario Barrios, these guys aren't B-level. Frank Martin ain't B-level guys. Stop the bullshit. It's always a thought in the back of my head, right? And I don't think Tank is a fraud. I would pick him over Devin Haney, a guy I'm really high on still after the Ryan Garcia situation, and Vasily Lomachenko, a guy I'm still high on at this old age. But we really don't know. There's really no evidence backing that he could beat Devin Haney or Lomachenko. Everything about Tank is just assuming he's going to be able to step up and fight an A-level guy. He's never even fought a B-level guy. He's never even unified. Like, not only is he fighting these low-level guys, but he's not looking the most impressive doing so. I mean, Frank Martin, he was arguably down to. He was down against Rolly Romero. He was down against Mario Barrios. Even Isaac Cruz was a very close fight, a 7-5 fight. And yes, of course, he's getting the knockout against, most of these guys. I'm not going to sit here and argue that. But we got to admit, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez, they're going to be a lot harder to knock out than Mario Barrios, than Leo Santa Cruz. We got to admit this. So what happens if the knockout doesn't present itself? It's safe to assume Tank is going to be down tremendously on the scorecards. Like I said, I don't think Tank is going to get exposed or nothing. Like, he's not going to be an elite fighter when he steps up in competition. But it's something in the back of my mind. What if Tank is just a B-level guy? What if he's just a guy who's been beaten on C and D-level guys and he's really a B?
And boxing commentators were outraged by the referee's decision not to credit Davis's knee as a knockdown. Many think that this omission impacted the fight's outcome, depriving Roach of a merited victory. Accusations that the battle was fixed began to circulate, with some placing fingers at Davis's camp and the officiating body commentators Andrew. Schultz and Charlemagne addressed the referee's judgment during the Davis-Roach fight. They felt that if the knee had been considered a knockdown, Roach's victory would have been inevitable. Their talk highlighted issues over refereeing standards in boxing.
If they call this knee a knockdown, which they should have.
They should have.
A knee in boxing should count as a knockdown. It is what it is. We're not going to sit here and act like it's not. He wins that fight.
Yep. Look at his confidence, though. He's stalking Gervonta.
I'm going to tell you when his confidence went through the roof. After Gervonta took that knee and then went to his corner, Gervonta came back with a flurry. And Gervonta was landing.
And Lamont handled it all.
Handled it. After that, I was like, oh, Lamont ain't scared at all. It's in the 6th round.
But look at his defense. Like, Lamont's defense is absolutely phenomenal. He's always ready to punch back. Look at him. Phenomenal.
And Tank was hitting him hard.
Yeah.
Look at Roach's face at the end of the fight. He's swollen.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like Tank wasn't landing on him.
Nah, this kid can, both of them.
Roach is tough, man. And then it's the whole Maryland, D.C. thing. Like, Roach can't get knocked out. You know what I'm saying? He get knocked out. I got to go back to D.C. He got knocked out by Tank.
Nah, I can't do it.
He fighting for a whole city.
Yeah. And it's really Baltimore, D.C.
Baltimore, D.C. That's right.
The rest of Maryland, nobody's really giving a fuck. That's the real, you know what I mean? Like, if you're from Buckhead or wherever the fuck, what's the, no, not Buckhead.
I don't know.
There's some shit that, like,
no disrespect, Maryland. I only know Baltimore.
It's where all the white people live that work in D.C. but don't want to live there.
Oh, you talk about
PG
where,
County?
no, you talking about where that fucking, where the resort is. Oh, I know exactly. I was just there. I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't remember right now.
Anyway.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
But we've had 2 very high-level boxing matches in the last few weeks. The Beterbiev and Bivol fight. And this one, like, this is boxing at its best.
It's at its fucking best. It's make you love the sport, man.
It really does.
And this is why boxing is a great sport, because it's so unpredictable.
Yep.
But I'm telling you, it was something about Roach's confidence that was like, made me feel like, oh, Roach gonna be all right in that fight.
Look at that. Look at that. These guys are in a phone booth.
Good boxing, man.
Both of them, yeah. Like,
good boxing.
I want to watch this 3 more times.
Suddenly experienced discomfort when there were no prior signs during the fight. He emphasized that regardless of the cause, whether sweat or an irritant, a fighter can't just pause the match without a valid reason. Roach Jr. said, "The grease in the eye took on a life of its own and became the headline of the fight." He found it strange that this issue only surfaced suddenly.
You know, obviously the part with the grease in the eye, that took on a life of its own. You know what I'm saying? That was a headline in the fight. One is, what did you think when he said that initially, just like the grease in the eye? But 2 is like, when you was in the fight, was there any point that you saw that? Like, did you see like him kind of messing with his eye, or did you have any indication that that was something that was bothering him?
No, see, and that's the thing. If you look at the whole fight, he was never bothering his eyes before
you jabbed him.
Before I jabbed him. Even that right hand that, like, you know what I'm saying, that kind of landed, he kind of rolled with it. But after that, you could see him wipe his eye. And then, right after I hit him with the jab, you could see him wipe his other eye. So it's like, it was corresponding to which hand that I punched him with and exactly which eye. So it's like crazy for him to say, it's grease in my eye. And I think even when he say that, you could see me, because I'm right beside him, you could see me like, nigga, what you talking about? So,
right.
But you say you don't think he willing though.
Whatever. See, but who cares? Like, sweat gonna get in your eye, blood gonna get in your eye.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Spit fucking around and get in your eye. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like you can be like, all right, time out, ref. Hold on,
Take no
ref.
time out.
You can't do that.
Right. Would you be cool with Steve Willis doing the next fight?
Hell no.
He can't do the next fight.
No, he can't do the next fight.
Right.
No.
Pops, it's a no?
Hell no.
Yeah, fuck that nigga.
Yeah.
You know how many
put Coach Ben on him, man. He lucky he ain't running Coach Ben after that fight.
But look how many times he fucked the fight up though.
Right.
The knee, him going to the corner to get assistance, like, who knows? Not saying that they did any cheating shit or nothing like that. But like, he wiped his face with a towel. You can't do that.
Right.
You can't do none of that.
Right.
That's a disqualification. You turned your back on the ref after you took a knee. Usually the ref gonna be like, all right, he don't want to fight no more. Fight's off.
Roach Jr. said, "The grease in the eye took on a life of its own and became the headline of the fight." He found it strange that this issue only surfaced suddenly, given that Davis had shown no signs of eye discomfort before. Roach Jr. pointed out that throughout the fight, Davis never seemed to be bothered by his eyes. He noted, "Before I jabbed him, even after that right hand, there was no sign he was messing with his eye." This suggests that the eye irritation claim was inconsistent with the rest of the match. From a fighter's perspective, discomfort would typically manifest over time, but there was no prior indication that something like grease in the eye was affecting Davis. Roach Jr. made it clear that a fighter can't arbitrarily stop the match unless it's due to a legitimate issue, casting doubt on the